Bienvenidos a un nuevo Mundo G, estamos en la Argentina Game Show. Mi nombre es Augusto Finocchiaro y te traigo lo mejor en tecnología, videojuegos e esports acá en Fox Sports y para toda Latinoamérica. En este predio que ves acá, repleto de gente, estamos jugando a todos los últimos juegos en lo que es Costa Salguero de Buenos Aires y ahora vamos a recorrer a fondo esta feria, la AGS 2018. Estamos en Buenos Aires, en Argentina Game Show. Vení, vamos a recorrer la feria por dentro. Vamos a ver si nos dejan pasar. Permiso, vamos pasando. Permiso, ¿eh?
Sí, no puedes pasar.
Pero yo soy de Mundo G.
Ah, entonces sí.
¿Viste? Mundo G está habilitado. Vamos a pasar entonces a la Argentina Game Show. Vamos a recorrer los pasillos. Hay un montón de cosas. Tenemos stand de Nintendo, de Xbox, hay PlayStation. Hay un montón de cosas para probar. Y todas las marcas de videojuegos están presentes. Así que vamos a recorrer la feria por dentro. Y vamos a ver qué nos podemos llevar y qué juego podemos probar. Esta es la primera vez que Nintendo viene oficialmente a la Argentina a presentar sus juegos actuales y los juegos que se vienen como el Super Smash. De este lado tenemos torneos de FIFA que están jugando. Impresionante el tamaño de esta feria. Seguimos recorriendo. A ver qué más tenemos. Llegamos al booth de Logitech en la Argentina Game Show 2018. Vení, vamos a entrar a ver qué podemos probar. Mira, tenemos los nuevos auriculares, por ejemplo. Permiso, chicos, ¿eh? Mirá qué lindo este. Bastante bueno porque no escuchaba nada cuando me lo puse. Después tenemos otro modelo más. Este es el G433. Son los modelos gamers, los nuevos de Logitech. Acá tenemos algo más pro todavía, mirá. El G933. Este ya es cosa seria. Mirá las divisiones inferiores que están jugando a Fortnite. Estamos con Irene de la Torre de Marketing de Logitech en el booth de Logitech de Argentina Game Show. Estuvimos revisando ahí un montón de cosas nuevas, pero ¿qué nos podés decir que es lo último que trajeron acá para que la gente pruebe?
Hola Augusto, bienvenido a todos, bienvenidos al stand de Logitech y Astro en Argentina Game Show. Las novedades que estamos mostrando en esta edición son los nuevos Astro A10 y A40. Lanzamos la marca hace poco más de 2 meses. El A40 viene con la posibilidad del Mix and Pro.
Claro, que vos de ahí manejás y vas regulando el sonido y podés inclusive vincularlo con otro auricular.
Exactamente.
Este es el tope de gama, es lo más poderoso que podemos encontrar de Astro.
El momento en Argentina sí es el tope de gama. Está pensado para los gamers de consola profesionales y más gamers para PC también.
Después tenemos otra opción que es un poco más económica.
Un poco más económica, que es el A10. Que este es el headset, viene sin el mixer.
En este caso es la versión de Xbox One, pero se pueden vincular con Xbox y con Play.
Sí, incluyendo un split, se puede jugar también con PC.
Ah, ok, para todo. Este es la 10.
También viene el modelo para PlayStation. Tenemos el modelo para Xbox y Play.
A ver, este viene con azul por dentro, imagino que es el de Play.
El de Play y el verde es el de Xbox.
Y acá tenemos el verdecito de Xbox, pero igualmente a mí me gusta el verde, lo usaría con Play también.
Perfecto, es compatible con ambas consolas.
Después podemos ver otros productos de Logitech que tengas por acá dando vueltas, porque está lleno de gente.
Otra de las novedades es el parlante G560, que tiene como característica principal, además de la potencia, la retroiluminación. Sí.
A ver, el que está ahí.
Los satélites van cambiando de color de acuerdo a los colores de la pantalla del juego y tienen una potencia increíble.
Todo esto se puede conseguir en Argentina, ya se puede comprar.
Ya está disponible en nuestros principales clientes retailers y también online.
Bueno, gracias por recibirnos, vamos a seguir revisando el booth, si te parece.
Muchas gracias a ustedes.
Acá también estamos probando algo que es bastante nuevo a nivel mundial. Estuvimos en Nueva York probando el Intel i9 y acá ya se puede jugar con las nuevas computadoras, con el nuevo procesador gamer de Intel que es tan potente que se banca a jugar al Fortnite y al PUBG al mismo tiempo con un solo procesador. Estamos con Agus Monte, que es la editora de Cultura Geek. Cultura Geek también está en la Argentina Game Show. ¿Qué podemos encontrar?
Estamos en el track, en el patio de comidas y además estamos en el escenario principal con muchas trivias, muchos premios para todas las personas. Que vengan y se animen.
Bueno, los que vinieron seguramente se llevaron un regalito. Igualmente, si no, pueden seguir en las redes. Está todo el mundo, todos los gamers de Argentina vinieron acá. Seguimos caminando, nos vamos a meter a ver qué podemos probar dentro de este stand de computadoras. Permiso, permiso. Mira, tenemos las nuevas laptops de Acer. Están jugando, los muchachos la tienen muy clara. Mira la concentración de este muchacho. Ahora te vamos a mostrar otra parte importante de la Argentina Game Show, que es la primera vez que hay 100 máquinas conectadas jugando al Fortnite en una arena impresionante. Vení con nosotros. Estamos quizá en el lugar más importante de Argentina Game Show. Acá atrás hay 100 máquinas, son 80 PCs y hay 20 consolas jugando en un servidor privado de Fortnite, que es algo que se dio muy pocas veces en el mundo. Se vio en la E3, se vio una vez en Europa y ahora se está viviendo en Argentina, donde podés hacer la cola con tu código que te lo dan a través de una aplicación y te va a tocar tu turno para jugar solo o en equipo con todas estas personas acá en la arena de Fortnite de AGS 2018. Acá atrás no solo vas a tener a la gente que juega y hace cola, como los chicos que están todos esperando por su turno, sino también es que hay torneos para jugar contra streamers. Podés jugar jugando con Natalia, contra Coscu y contra un montón de personalidades más de los videojuegos. Si tenés tu turno, a ver si le podés hacer un kill. Para mí acá toda esta gente la tiene bastante clara. Y si por lo menos haces 2 kills en Fortnite, para mí ya es un triunfo. Si yo llego a entrar ahí, me liquidan a los 30 segundos. Caigo del paracaídas y ya está. Acá estamos en la parte de Xbox en Argentina Game Show, donde se puede probar el Game Pass y además probar los últimos juegos, como por ejemplo el nuevo Forza. Vení, vamos a chomear por acá. Acá están jugando Rocket League, están jugando Halo 5. Ahí tenés imágenes de Cyberpunk 2077, que se va a venir el año que viene probablemente. Ahí hay otra promo de Halo. Y si seguimos caminando, tenemos también acá otro stand de, por ejemplo, el gato. El gato son todos los productos, por ejemplo, las capturadoras y todo lo que sirve para hacer streaming. Mientras que Corsair también, que es la misma compañía, tiene teclados, mouse y auriculares que son también de primera calidad. Los podés chumear y los podés probar acá. Quédate que todavía queda mucho más Mundo G acá en Fox Sports. En el próximo bloque vamos a entrevistar a Troy Baker, quien va a trabajar en Death Stranding, el nuevo juego de Kojima. Segundo bloque de Mundo G, seguimos en la Argentina Game Show 2018 y ahora llegó el momento de hablar con Troy Baker, una de las figuras más importantes de las voces en los videojuegos. Pero antes vamos a conocer también a Anjali, que es la intérprete de Symmetra en el Overwatch.
The true enemy of humanity is disorder.
My favorite thing about traveling is getting to know the people in every country. And the people here are so warm and so kind and so generous. And it's just been lovely walking around here and getting to meet everybody, you know. I feel a special connection with countries, Spanish-speaking countries. There's something about countries like that everybody just feels a little warm and embracing and affectionate, and it's really special. Voice acting in general, I think, is obviously different because you are focusing as much as you can. You're focusing as much as you can through just your voice, through just that part of your instrument, and so you have to take all of this and put it into here. So it requires a certain amount of focus. And that is the biggest difference, I think. On the flip side, the nice thing is that it doesn't matter what you look like. You can voice any character that you can sound like. So I do love that. I think that's kind of the major difference between acting in television and stage and voice acting. But acting is acting. Acting is storytelling. You're always creating a character and telling the story of that character in the world. So they're all very similar. Generally speaking, when you're doing video games, you don't record with other actors that your character is speaking with. You record a lot of your lines on your own, right? So that makes it different because there's a more, you really have to depend on your director and on the writer to help you understand what the lines mean in the context of the game. And then also in video games, there's a lot of action, right? So you're recording a lot of like all of that over and over again. So that's lots of fun. I love working with Blizzard. I mean, I feel very, very spoiled that one of my first experiences as a voice actor in games was with Blizzard because they take such good care of us in session and out. They care so much about the story. They care so much about the character development. Everything is, it's a huge endeavor for them, and they take everything, they take great care with everything that they do. So it's been phenomenal. It's really, really been lovely. If you ask me if I play well, that's a different answer. But I do play. I have played. Yeah, I'm just really bad at it. I'm not very good. I have a PlayStation, but I'm very bad on the console. So I need to get a PC is what I need to do. I need to buy a PC, and then I'll be better. That's my excuse. How much of me is in the character? That's a great question. I honestly, I think there are aspects of me that I don't generally show in real life that are in this character. In real life, I'm much more outgoing and kind of goofy and funny, but there's a side to her that's great under pressure and in emergencies, and she's very mellow and she's very elegant. And I'd like to think that there's an aspect of me like that as well, but for the most part, that seems very different from me. It's something that I enjoy channeling, and I enjoy stepping into that very different part of me. I think the thing that we have the most in common is that we both hate pictures that are off. You know, if there's a picture on the wall and it's off, I have to do this. So that's very similar.
Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead. Of course, if I had my way, it would have been a slow, painful process.
Well, I've already done another one, Fallout 4 Nuka World. I played a character named Nisha, who is crazy, and you should kill her the first chance you get, because I think she's a crazy character. You have my permission. She's very dangerous, but I love her. And then usually with most video games, you know, you have to keep a secret until it comes out. So I can't really talk about anything that I have in the works. But yes, I want to keep doing them over and over and over and over again. I love video games. I've loved them since I was a little girl. And so I love when people who are playing the game get to be inside the story. So it's not, I'm here on the TV and you're out there and we have separate experiences. I love that they get to be inside the story. So yeah, I hope to do many more video games for many years to come. I'm loving Argentina so much. I don't want to leave. I definitely already am planning the next trip back to visit. This was my first time in South America, period. So I came all the way down to the bottom, to South America. Yes, it's my first time here. Definitely not my last time here. I'm loving it.
I'm a storyteller. All I want to do is tell stories. There are some stories that I tell through music. There's some stories that I tell through being an actor. Some stories that I tell being a director. So for me, it's just some stories I can only tell this way. So it's not that I prefer either one, because I might not be able to tell the same story in another way. So I just always want to try to find the best way to tell the best story. Typically, like if it's an animated show, then we're just in a studio, you know, typically all together, the cast is together. And we just read the script. There's not any, you hand that off to the animation and that's kind of, you're done with it. For most of the games that I do, now it's on a big sound stage, you're in the ridiculous suit, you got a camera right in front of your face, but you're interacting with your other actors, you're interacting with the environment, they're building sets. It's a lot more physically involved, which to me allows me personally to have more of an immersive performance so that I feel that the experience is more immersive.
Favors you think I owe you ain't worth that much. Actually, Bill, they are. Well, it don't matter because I don't have a car that works. But there is one in this town. Parts. There are parts in this town. Meaning that you could fix one up.
Let me get it, it's not just the voice, it's all of us, right? I think there inherently is a lot of me, but there's also a lot of Neil Druckmann, who's the writer. There's a lot of the character artist that's in there. There's all of Naughty Dog that's involved in not just Joel, but in Ellie and Tess and Marlene and all of the characters. That's over 300 people that helped make that game and created those characters. I'm one part of it, which is a really unique thing. Normally it's like, here's the character, you do all of it. And this is more of a partnership, and so we all get to celebrate when it's successful.
Get up. We're leaving.
And if I say no?
Do you even realize what your life means? Huh? Running off like that, putting yourself at risk, it's pretty goddamn stupid.
I believe that Naughty Dog is really on the cutting edge of how that's done and set the standard by a lot of people. Games changed. Once Uncharted came out and that really became, there were some games that did, you know, motion capture is something that's been around for a while, but Uncharted was really like, this is the shift that the industry is moving to. Like I said, now it's pretty much every game I do is somehow involves some form of performance capture. It's something that I look forward to because I like being as involved in the character as possible. So when I have an opportunity to do that, I jump towards that.
Your old man really laid into me today.
What happened?
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved he gets whenever you're scheduled to go out.
Yeah.
You're not ready. You're not ready. When we first set out to make the first one, we had no idea the impact that it was going to have. Now, 5 years later, all we want to do is make a story that is just as good as the stories that people have told us about the experiences they've had playing the games. We just want to make a game that we're proud of playing and that we enjoy playing ourselves. He's every bit as crazy and creative as you think. Being able to see inside of how his mind works, he does two things incredibly well, and that's create worlds and create characters. And Death Stranding is a great example of both of those things. A huge world, huge characters.
Well, shit. I had a special surprise prepped and everything. But it looks to me like your hands are full. It's no biggie. We can always tweak the rules a bit.
He's also created a genre of gameplay, so you can know that and trust that the gameplay is going to be on par with his ability to cinematically tell a story. He never spoon feeds stuff to people. It's compelling and it's intriguing and it's hard to wrap your head around sometimes. But that to me is the mark of a good game. It's a good experience. It's something that compels you and pulls you forward. Waiting for Death Stranding to come out, and for The Last of Us 2 to come out for us to finish that. This is the worst part. Towards the end of the year, everything that has been announced, or everything that can be announced has been announced, and everything that can't be, won't be. So there's like this weird period in the winter where I can't talk about anything. There are games coming up that I'm so excited to play them because there's one in particular where there's a character. I've always wanted to play this type of character, and I'm finally getting the opportunity to play it. But for right now, it's about finishing up these projects, having a blast with my buddy Nolan North and our retro replay show on YouTube, and then it's now a great time for me to actually play through some of the games that have come out this year. I cannot wait to get home to play Red Dead and just spend hours upon hours upon hours just riding around on a horse, you know, hunting bears and rabbits and trains and whatnot.
So, we got a deal?
Yes, we have a deal.
Well, that was easy.
If I've done my job, that character has taught me something about myself as an actor. It's taught me something about myself as a person. So it's impossible to choose the favorite between those. It's just about finding the favorite thing about that character. Because there's no way that I would ever choose one or the other and say, well, if I couldn't have done this, because I might not have learned the lesson that I needed to learn with that character, even the characters that I didn't necessarily like doing, it still taught me something.
I want to ask you, who is the least favorite character?
Mass Effect, Kai Lang, I can answer that no problem.
Did warn you not to overstay your welcome.
I'm such a fan of the Mass Effect franchise. I went FemShep, proud to admit it. Love Mark Mir, but man, it was something cool about that series specifically, giving you that much agency and a super strong female character and a different storyline if you did that. To finally being in that franchise and being just the biggest jerk in the universe, killed me. Caroline, who's the person who cast me in that, she's like, I got a role for you. Like, yes. She was like, it's this guy. I was like, who is he? She goes, well. But again, it's like, I love that I have that story. And to me, it goes back to just telling my story in the best way possible.
I wake up in the morning glow. I have never felt this pure before. Your eyes shine so green today as I hang on every word.
I know it sounds cheesy, but it's just humbling, man. Every time I walk out on stage, especially to play music, I expect nobody to be there. And when I came out last night and man, people were really into it, people were singing along to the songs. I told my buddy Guillermo, I said, I've been waiting 6 months to really be able to walk out and have the kind of show that I had last night. So it was like a dream come true for me. It was really awesome. And it makes me want to do it more often. So I think it was more enjoyable for me than the people that were actually watching.
Not her, you know.
What?
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie?
And
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel, but I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Llegamos al final de un nuevo Mundo G desde Costa Salguero en Buenos Aires en la Argentina Game Show 2018 y recordá que nos podés seguir en las redes sociales, @T23Augusto, me podés seguir a mí y si no, @Mundo G, ok, para ver cortes de este programa y también un montón de clips de programas anteriores. También podés entrar en nuestro canal de YouTube que es Mundo G para ver también todos los programas enteros de todo el año y la temporada anterior. Así que recordá, el lunes que viene otra vez en Fox Sports, Mundo G.